It's What Should I Do Wednesday! I am so excited to be bringing you episode 4. 4? Holy kitty cow. Episode 4 of What Should I Do Wednesday, where I answer all of your general paranormal related questions. And this week, you guys went above and beyond and overflowed me with questions. But that's a good thing, because that's what I want. I want to get to the point where I have pages of questions that people ask me to where I can't answer them all in one week. And this could be the very first week that happens, because I've got so many to go over. So we're going to get right into it, because I want to get this video to you before 1 a.m. Okay? Our first question is from Hillary Toro, and she basically is having something locking her doors in her house, and her 7-year-old actually seen a door kind of close halfway by itself, and she basically asked us, what should we do? Help. We don't know what to do. We've never had this happen before. My best and quick advice is to get some sage, clean your house, cleanse it, and then if you don't really feel comfortable doing it yourself, ask someone to come in and just bless your home. See if that's simply what it is. See if it's simply someone who's kind of just hanging out and toying with you. The flip side of that is it could get worse. You could kind of antagonize what's ever there and make it worse, but chances are it's scaring the crap out of your kids and you, so you just want to kind of get rid of it and make it stop. So that would be my best advice, is cleanse your home, get a pastor in there, have him do it, or a priest, or say a blessing for your home yourself, and just try to calm down the activity. And if it gets worse, then we can, always give you some more advice from there. But as for right now, step 1, cleanse your home, bless your home, or have someone else come in and do it, and hopefully that will subside the problem. Keep us updated and let us know what's going on, and we will continue to help you as much as we can. That's why we're here. Our next questions, I should say questions, because he gave us 2, and one of them is a continuation from last week, and that is from Terry Woodruff, level 5 stalker number 1, and 2. He's kind of flipping between him and Walter are kind of vying for that top spot. It's going to be an epic battle to the death. So I may need to call Linnea in for reinforcements. Like I said yesterday, # famous problems. So his questions were, so last week he had talked about his cell phone battery draining from being in his pocket, and what I really didn't know was that it was his body. He could literally feel the energy being drained from his phone pulling the energy from his body. Now, I searched high and low for an answer for this. You're a weirdo. I mean that the best way possible, and he's going to know that I'm completely and utterly joking. And I say it with all the love in the world, because I couldn't find it. You're one of a kind. I could not find anything on that. I don't know, if it was just one of those, freak of nature things, or whether you were having, some sort of, a blood sugar drop and whatever, but I could not find any answer. So I don't know. You have stumped me. I've never had this happen before. I've never heard it happen before. And so I am going to continue to do research and try to find you an answer, because I don't know. But I'm going to find out, and I will keep you updated. Okay, thanks. But the other question he asked is, if you feel like you have had sex with a spirit, what should you do? Now, I know you're probably going, what? Sex with a spirit? Is that even possible? Sadly, yes. Is it good? Not always. Usually, no. An incubus and a succubus, they're demons. And they can kind of go in you, and it's weird. It's a weird, long, drawn-out, complicated process that you could find your own information on, because I could go on for a whole 15-minute video about it, and I want to get more of your questions in. So, in my opinion, it's never been a good thing. Sadly, some people like it. They kind of get turned on by it. I don't know that's 50 Shades of Grey on a whole nother level. That is kinky to the nth degree. I couldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. I pray it never happens to me. As far as if you think it's happened to you, what you should do, I would contact a local priest in all reality, because they're demons. It's not like your husband, or your whoever, your boyfriend who may have passed away is coming back to get one last fling in. That's usually not what it is. It's usually the precursor to something really bad. And so, don't open yourself up to it. Don't enjoy it, and seek help. That would be the best advice I could give you, because You ain't got time for that. You don't need to be having sex with the spirit. I promise you, you can find love in other places. I will send you the link to eharmony.com, but do not get involved in some... Because you know he ain't around to do the dishes. He ain't around to fold the laundry. He ain't around to vacuum that house or wash the car, so he ain't no damn good. So you sure in the heck don't need to be giving him something like that. So get yourself a priest. Get yourself some blessing and some holy water and drain... Don't mess with that. Nobody got time for that. So, thank you for your questions. Those were awesome and stumpy, and I'm still searching. Moving on. Do most homes have a spirit? This is from Jerry Lee Gillespie. This is a really good question, and I don't necessarily think that most homes have a spirit. I think that a lot of spirits are attached to land. Some more obviously active than others for different reasons. Again, you don't know. It's kind of one of those situations of you don't know the history of the land. You know, my house sits on a field. I don't know where my house, what this field is, what this dirt is. And so I think that spirits are attracted to people more so than anything, and they manifest because of people. I don't think if people were trying to be aware of them that people would even know they exist. And so I think that it's a very good possibility that there's somewhere anywhere you go, or there's something anywhere you go, but it's who steps on the land, who can draw them in, who seeks them out as to what happens with that. And so, yes, I do think it's very possible that there's something somewhere or everywhere. It's just whether or not you seek to actively try to make contact with that, and how strong that may be. And if you're a sensitive or an empath or something like that, where you have those tendencies to be kind of sensitive to your environment, then you're more apt to maybe noticing things. But yeah, for sure. I think that it's very possible for a home to have any type of spirit. Anybody can make a connection, I believe, if they want to. So good question. I like that one. And this one's from Allison Penny. And her question is, do you think we all have a guardian spirit? If so, how do I make myself more open to mine? That's a really good question. And the first part of the question is, yes, I do believe that you always have somebody watching over you and someone kind of there for you and protecting you. Kind of you have like your little conscience on your shoulder, and it could be, a grandfather or a family member or a friend or someone that passed away. But I do believe that you have a guardian angel of some sort watching over you at all times. As far as making yourself more open to that, it's one of those situations where, I'm not going to suggest that you like go through a spirit board or try to contact them, or, if you want to try to make contact with somebody that you feel is maybe watching over you, go to a professional, go to someone who can maybe give you a reading, or someone who could, like a psychic medium or something like that. But don't try to do anything yourself that's going to maybe open doors that you didn't ask to be opened. Anyone is subject to paranormal activity. We know that. And so I think it's just all about clearing your mind and kind of relaxing and being kind of one with your environment. I know it's kind of cliche and cheesy to say, but that's kind of how I feel, is kind of being one with your environment and kind of just relaxing and letting everything kind of surround you, picturing a blank space, kind of opening your mind and just kind of letting it happen. So don't go the dumb route and use like a spirit board or a Ouija board, because you never know. You know how I feel about those things. You never know what you're going to open. You never know what you're going to do. Go to someone professional, have a reading, go to a psychic, go to a medium, go to an empath, somebody that can maybe help you kind of open that door and make that connection. But that's my best advice for you on that. So good question. I like that one too. Man, you guys got some good ones, and my freaking notes don't want to work. This is what I get for using a stinking computer. Right? Whew, we're getting through these faster than I want. Okay, Lene and Heather, I love the crap out of both of you. And the question that they asked me made me giggle with delight, because I get made fun of this all the time. So they both asked me, so Heather kind of asked me if I believed in fairies and other beings, and Lene asked me if I believed in vampires and aliens. And I love the crap out of them for that question, because the answer is, I think anything is possible. Okay, I am a firm believer. I have seen too much weird crap in this world to not believe that there is not another life form somewhere in this universe, that there is not a little fairy floating on a flower somewhere in some form. We don't know what it is. It may not look like freaking Tinkerbell, but it may be something that we think is something else and it's really not. And I believe that, as far as vampires go, I mean, I know that people like practice it. And yeah, do I believe that you can like flip into a bat? Probably not. But do I believe that there's a possibility that someone is going to have some weird issue where they live off of blood? Hell yeah. Bring it on. We all know we all know what bath salt does to people. I mean, come on now. That's the closest to the thing to a zombie that we had. That was a train wreck in itself. But yeah, I mean, I do believe that there are maybe things that, and it may not even be like vampire related, but I think that maybe someone could have like a disease where they have to have blood. Well, then essentially you're a vampire. You're living off blood. You may not be getting it from the person. You may not like be biting their neck and attacking them, but you live off of blood. So chances are vampire, or at least you're going to have a really cool nickname out of the deal. So yes, I believe that there are there's other something or others. There's something else out there besides me. God just didn't make me. He just didn't. He didn't just make me. He didn't just make you. He didn't just make cats and dogs and fish. He made other things too. There has to be. There's too much proof. I'm too scientific for that shit. Yes. The answer is across the board. Yes. There is other crap in this world other than us. What it is, we don't know. Will we ever find out? Maybe not. It'd be kind of cool too, but yes. So I love the crap out of that question because, yeah, I do. I'm a weirdo, but that's okay. Our final question is from Shannon Wilson Smith. And she asks, when you're dreaming, do you believe that you can walk into anyone else's dreams or they can walk into yours? God, I hope so, because I dream about Zach enough that I hope he's seeing that mess. Get the hint, yo. No, I really do. I think that you have the ability to control your subconscious if you really, really wanted to. And so, yes, I think that you can. Do you have to harness it a little bit? Probably. Am I working on it? Hell yes. Because like I said, he's in my dreams enough. He needs to get on with the show. Okay, a retweet, something, being like, who's a strange girl all up in my cookies in my dreams? That would be me. I don't mean you any harm. I may want to nibble on your ear a little bit, but I mean you no harm. Okay, thanks. I'm not going to go 50 Shades of Grey on you. Lord knows I want to. Oh, did I say that out loud? But, no. But yeah, I do believe that you can kind of control your subconscious a little bit and control your dreams. And so, that's all the questions I have for you guys today. I didn't get through everybody's questions. I know, I tried. That stupid 15-minute time limit cuts me down. And so you guys are for sure on the list at the top next week. I promise. Now you know me that whenever something happens, it's like amazing and wonderful and fantastical. I just want to shout it from the rooftops and let everybody in the entire world know because I'm loud and I'm proud and I'm here and I'm a blast in a freaking glass. And so I have news that I meant to put in the video last night, and with all the hullabaloo of like trying to get the thing on the damn internet, it just didn't happen. So earlier this week, I was asked, and I'm honored to announce that I am now an admin for the Ghost Adventures Fans and Paranormal group. And I was one of 3 people that were added, and I am so freaking excited and honored. And when I got the announcement, I about fell out of my chair. I was like, holy kitty freaking cow. I could not have words. I like welled up a little bit. My husband is like, what in the gay hell is wrong with you? Like, why are you crying? And I was like, just don't even. I'm having a moment. Don't steal my thunder. Okay? Just don't. Don't be a moment killer. But I am so freaking excited and beyond honored to be asked to have such a pivotal part in making this group a safe, fun, loving, caring, sometimes inappropriate place to be. I will do everything I can to continue to make it the place that you guys have fallen in love with and that I've fallen in love with. And I have big plans because not only am I a YouTube, I guess, wannabe, and not only am I a paranormal freak, I am also a business major in college. And so I have little wheels turning in my head to take this group along with everybody else to like the next freaking stratosphere. I know that we can take the like GA fan pages to like another level. My goal is 5 years from now, all of these admins are going to be on a panel at like Paracon for having like the dopest freaking fan page for Ghost Adventures in the history of the free freaking world. I'm gonna make it happen because you know me, I don't take no for an answer. And I don't take things lying down. And so I'm going to wrap up this video, but I wanted to make that announcement because I am so excited and so honored and I just couldn't keep it in. And I meant to do it last night, but you know, things just were nutty. So it just didn't happen. And so thank you, Walter, and all the other admins who made that decision. I can't wait to see what happens for us because I know that we're going to continue to grow and we're going to continue to be amazing. But I want you to have a wonderful rest of your week and I will see you Friday. Much love.